Welcome to the Holistic Health Bites podcast. I'm your host, Andrea Nicholson, here with bite-sized episodes to empower, educate, and enlighten you with ways to lose weight, heal your gut, and achieve your ideal health so you can live an adventure-filled life. Let's dive in. Hey, welcome back to the Holistic Health Bites podcast. Today we are talking all about things that you can do to increase your energy naturally and to keep it high all day long, all the time. So today I'm going to share 5 things that you can do to improve your energy level. Number 1, stop snacking. Think about it. Do you feel more energized after you eat a big meal like after Thanksgiving? No. Food does not provide immediate energy. In fact, eating often makes people feel sleepy and tired and weighed down. So if you're already tired, the last thing you need is more food. When you do eat, you do want to be sure to eat adequate proteins and healthy fats with every meal so that you are satiated and satisfied between meals, and therefore you won't need those snacks. You also want to limit or avoid refined and starchy carbohydrates as much as possible. You do want to load up on non-starchy carbohydrates like leafy greens and some of the lowest sugar vegetables. If you are going to have starchy carbohydrates, you can actually reduce the glycemic load of those starches and improve your gut health at the same time by turning those starches into resistant starches. So what you do is when you're cooking these starches like potatoes or white rice, you want to cook them fully and then actually refrigerate them, cool them completely. And then once they've completely cooled, you can actually reheat them before you eat them. The resistant starch will remain. The resistant starch develops in the process of cooking and then cooling the starch. And then this kind of starch doesn't get digested by us, but ends up feeding our good microbes. So this is a great way to decrease the glycemic load, feed your microbiome, and still enjoy your potatoes or rice. Number 2 is eat real food. And you want to be in a calm, relaxed state, and you want to eat slowly. This will help your digestion work properly. Digestion is a function of the parasympathetic nervous system. When we're stressed, our sympathetic nervous system takes over, and this shuts down the digestive system because the body is perceiving a stressor, and so it shuts down all of the unnecessary things for survival, and digestion's one of those. You don't need to be digesting food when you're trying to run from a tiger. The last thing you need when you're trying to have more energy is for your digestive system to be not working properly. To help your digestion work properly, make sure you're eating in a calm, relaxed state. This means you want to sit down at the table. Don't have distractions like the television, your cell phone, or work happening while you're eating. And you want to eat slowly, savoring your food. Actually pay attention to what you're putting in your mouth. Pay attention to the flavors and the textures and how it makes you feel while you're eating. Chew each bite thoroughly. This will allow your body to properly break down the nutrients in your food so that you can absorb them and use them. While you're preparing your food, your digestive system is already gearing up. The smells, the sights, touching your food, and even thinking about your food triggers the release of enzymes and hormones associated with digestion. So before you even take your first bite, take a moment to breathe. A few slow inhales and exhales can really help you to get in the right state for proper digestion and nutrient absorption. Number 3, avoid excessive amounts of caffeine, sugar, and other mood-altering substances. Caffeine, sugar, and these other substances will make you think they're giving you more energy. But They might make you more awake and alert for a moment, but these substances will ultimately lead to big crashes later on that will just leave you feeling even more tired and more depleted than you were before. These crashes can also cause you to have increases in your appetite. They can cause reduced inhibitions or willpower, and ultimately all of this means you're going to reach for worse food choices. If you're looking for sustainable energy, you want to focus on eating real whole foods. These foods will give you the nutrients that you need to maintain energy levels throughout the day. Now, you also don't want to overeat or eat too frequently, as we discussed in the first point, or your energy will end up getting zapped. Eating less often and choosing whole, real food can help manage your blood sugars as well. When your blood sugars are properly managed by not having these huge spikes and crashes, your body can more easily tap into the stored fuels in between meals. This is where sustained energy comes from. However, when your blood sugars are elevated, insulin is being released. Insulin blocks the body's ability to use stored fuels, and it actually turns up storing fuels. So this not only prevents you from being able to use the fuels in the moment, which is contributing to why you feel tired and fatigued and have low energy, but it's also contributing to weight gain and increased appetite. This is one of the major reasons why we all need to pay attention to blood sugar management. Number 4, go for a walk or do some sort of physical activity. Get your blood pumping. This tip might seem counterintuitive. You're going to burn energy to generate energy? Yeah, this is a powerful tip because movement and activity releases stored fuel. Glucose mostly, although some fatty acids and ketones can also be released depending on your insulin levels. When these fuels are available, they can be used for energy. Just a little bit of activity can make a big difference in terms of your energy levels. Plus, physical activity has so many other benefits. It can help improve your mood, reduce your stress load, promote better sleep, which is also important for managing energy levels. Even just a few minutes of physical activity can really boost your energy levels. So go for a walk, turn on some music and dance. Take a trip up some stairs, do some push-ups or squats. Any physical activity works. And number 5, increase your electrolytes. No, I'm not talking about Gatorade or other sports drinks, but with quality minerals, salt, or electrolyte products. We lose electrolytes through all of our elimination pathways: sweat, urine, stool, breath, even tears. Anywhere water goes, minerals go too. Without adequate minerals, we can't make energy. We also can't properly hydrate without added electrolytes because they help regulate fluid balance in the body. So you need minerals with your water, and you need minerals every time you're losing water. They go hand in hand. One side note, you may not realize that when you cut back on carbohydrates, you also run a greater risk of mineral imbalances. Why is that? Because carbohydrates are hydrated carbon, hence the name. They cause you to retain a lot of water. So when you cut the carb intake, you quickly lose that retained water. And minerals go with water, so they can easily become depleted. So does this mean we shouldn't go low carb? No. It just means that you need to be more diligent with adding minerals back in. When you lose electrolytes, you can feel fatigue, cramping, and other issues. This can be one of the major reasons why people often feel worse when they first go low carb or keto. So-called keto flu can occur. It's because they're mineral depleted. You can rebuild your mineral status with a mineral supplement, a quality salt product, or even electrolyte products. There are many quality products out there, so just make sure you read the labels. This is also important for anyone who's eating a whole foods diet. Processed foods are loaded with sodium. Whole foods are much lower in natural minerals today due to poor farming practices and soil depletions. We intentionally need to add minerals to our food or supplement regimen. I'll list a couple of my favorite mineral products in the show notes, so be sure to check those out. So there you have it, 5 ways that you can have more energy naturally. These tips are all things you can do today to boost your energy quickly and maintain energy all day long. Did you find these tips helpful? Feel free to share this episode with others who can benefit. I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for being a faithful listener to the podcast. I'd love it if you left me a 5-star review on this podcast so that others can more easily find this valuable information. Did you know I also work one-on-one with clients? I approach solving health challenges like I approached solving crimes, by conducting a thorough investigation into your case. Sadly, hundreds of millions of people in the US have insulin resistance, prediabetes, and diabetes, and the vast majority have no idea. I'm here to fix that. If you struggle with low energy, stubborn weight, hypertension, sleep disturbances, or any other undesired symptoms, let's talk. All you have to do is schedule a free call. The link will be in the show notes. And no, you do not need to live near me.